Hey y'all, I'm Todd Bailey.
What's up? It's Arie Lombardozzi.
And this is fucking Brewtal.
Get in the pit, stock up the fridge, and listen. We're here to cover the latest in metal news and craft beer. A match made in hell.
If it makes you bang your head, then we want to hear it. If it tickles your taste buds, share those suds.
Turn it up to 11.
Crack open that beer.
It's about to get brutal.
What is up, Hopwolves? It's your boys, Todd and Arie, coming at you with episode 65 of Brewtal, recording on Friday, 2/3/2023. I like how that played out.
Whoa.
Right? Yeah.
Nice.
The devil's in the details, dude. How's your week been, dude? I see you wrote down it's been pretty crazy. It's been kind of chilling on my end because Texas froze over again, but it's actually back to normal now, even though so many trees died, dude. There's so many trees fell apart here.
I mean, we've talked about this numerous times. Texas is just not built for the winter time. So anything below the norm, dude, it's going to be a fuck fest, and not in a good way.
No.
So I'm glad that things are getting back to normal. The last few weeks, I feel like I haven't been able to come up with anything because I haven't done anything. But this week did so much that I can't really pin anything down. I will say one highlight, which was really cool, got to go with the familia to a restaurant, like a local restaurant called Maples. And Sky, my wife, had been talking about it for a number of years. And I learned that not everyone, most of them haven't been there in 10 plus years. But they have a really good roast beef sandwich, like a hot roast beef that's smothered in gravy.
Yeah.
It was delicious. Good. Yeah. And their slogan is less than 1 billion sold. So it's good stuff. Yeah. I mean, besides that, I could go on for quite some time, which I won't. So let's get into the meat and roast beef potatoes. I fucked that up, but you know what I mean. The Rock always has my back for that. Let's do the beer, dude. I am excited for mine. I haven't had it at all, so we'll do it up.
I actually like both of our picks today. We're dealing with fruit for both of ours, but I have the lower ABV, so I'm gonna go first. I know I told y'all I'm gonna get darker and darker, but I may have put these in the wrong order. I should have put them by ABV, but that's okay. Maybe I picked the wrong one today, but we're going to go with it because it actually smells really good. I have today, It is called the Bramble Blonde. It is from 512 Brewing Company here in Austin, Texas. Like I said, 4.5 ABV. It's 10 IBU, so not that bitter. It's a Blackberry Blonde Ale. And actually, I'm going to bring the can back up again. It's kind of like for those listening, it's kind of like a blue, maybe purple, violet color scheme to where the brambles in purple. The can is essentially white, but it has a lot of details in this very light sky blue. There's a bird with berries and a lot of foliage and stuff. It's very subtle. You almost have to get real close to the can to see it. But I really like it. It's a nice aesthetic. And then the beer itself, it's actually very dark. You can't see through this glass, which actually makes me excited, especially for the blackberry notes. It's a seasonal beer. It's actually summer seasonal. I don't know how I got my hands on it for that pick 6, but it must have been one of the leftovers. The tasting notes, though, per the website, it says Bramble Blonde is a mild ale with low maltiness and no bitterness that we added blackberry puree to during fermentation and then again after it was finished. Easy drinking ale with hints of blackberry fruity goodness. So that's kind of what I'm going to test this off of. So let's get one on the tongue.
All I can think of is Brambleberry. Or there's a cartoon. It's Brickleberry, Brambleberry.
I was trying
something like that.
I had the same idea because I was trying to think what the name is referring to, but that's kind of where my mind went as well. I don't know the reference, but I think you're on to maybe what we're thinking of?
Maybe. Please continue with your excellent rundown.
So far, that first taste, there's not too much blackberry on the back end. So let me take one more sip. I'm making all these mouth noises. ASMR session here.
It's a two for today.
Yeah, it's subtle, but it's there, but it's not coming through too much as I would want it to.
Okay.
I will say I give positive points for it not being too sweet, because that's always a fear of mine. But it's not giving me a pucker stank face. As of right now, I don't know if I would get this again.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep drinking and see what happens. But so far, yeah, it's kind of like you expect a lot and you're not getting a lot.
Right. I was just gonna say, also keep in mind, like, since that is a summer seasonal, and presuming it's from last year, like that's been around for a while, so some of the flavor might have dissipated between that and now. So
that's a good point.
I don't know. I mean, probably not that much, but there is the possibility that that's where some of the notes went to.
Yeah. On a smell test, I can't even smell the blackberries too much either. Yeah, I'm not getting that blackberry fruity goodness. So this is if it's a pass-fail system, I'm going to pass on this next time. Or no.
Okay. I was going to say that doesn't make sense, but like I know what you're saying.
It's like a double negative. I just said, just don't get this out. No. If I think if it was in the right time period, and maybe if I got this off the tap itself at the bar, I feel like this would be a lot better than what it's tasting right now from the can. But yeah, I was expecting just more of a punch of the blackberry.
Cue the blackberry coming in and punching the fuck out. Yeah, I mean they can't all be winners as much as we would like that here on Brewtal, but fact of the matter is we're gonna not pick the best ones from time to time. Like 95% on point. Other 5, you get something like the Bramble Blonde. Unfortunate. Well, I hope that like mine's good then too, because that's gonna suck if they both suck. That's
I don't think we've ever had that on the show before. If both beers have been bad,
I don't think so either, and I would like to keep it that way, but we'll see. Today I have North Country Brewing's Banana Foster, and this is part of their sour series, so it's a fruited sour. And I'm gonna hold up the can for everyone watching, and then give our listeners a little bit of rundown. And I kind of, it's not exactly the same shade of yellow, but like I kind of match my can a little bit.
Yeah, I see it.
Which actually, now that I'm looking, I'm going to do like a quick once around here. So the way that the label is, it's yellow, and I'm also wearing yellow. Shout out to Todd for this beautiful Carcosa hoodie that I pretty much live in. Yeah, so the can has predominantly yellow, which makes sense. Bananas Foster. And then it's like various ingredients on like a wood countertop, it looks like. So you got like your cinnamon. It looks like the bread and some actual bananas. There's one that's peeled. And it says sour series, like pretty upfront. It is 5.3% ABV. I'm not sure what the IBUs are, but probably pretty low. Per the can, this is a wheat-based ale, kettle sour with lactobacillus, brewed with cinnamon, lactose, brown sugar, and a heaping portion of Madagascar vanilla beans. Ale brewed with banana puree. I always have to get a kick out of Madagascar vanilla because it is very tasty and it's very sweet. But my boss, shout out Sam at 1,000 Beers, would always talk about how there was a quote-unquote shortage of Madagascar vanilla beans, which is not true anymore. But he'd always talk about that with Not Your Father's root beer. And then he'd open one, and then he wouldn't drink it, and then he'd open another one. So, like, you would just find a bunch of Not Your Father's, and like, well, there goes all the fucking Madagascar vanilla beans right there.
Seriously.
But anyway, beside the point, the North Country is from Slippery Rock, Pennsylvania. the Wet Pebble, if you will.
Mhm.
So not too far from Pittsburgh. It's about like an hour, probably like an hour, a little bit more than that. So like it's pretty close.
Mhm.
And North Country is a brewery that for a long time I just was not into. I tried a bunch of their stuff, and their biggest one, I don't know if it still is, but it was like this Firehouse. It was like a ruby red ale, something like that. I don't know. It wasn't that great, but they've really been killing it with the sour series. I've had a few of theirs in the past, so I'm excited. I haven't had this one today, but Bananas Foster is Sky's favorite, and I've come to very much enjoy it as well. So I'm very excited to check it out. And again, this is the first time I'm having this particular one. Been trying to get my can opening game with one hand.
Dude, I know. Yeah, that's the toughest part about this podcast.
Yeah. All right. Well, here we go. North Country Brewing, Bananas Foster, first taste, motherfucker.
Oh, I hope it's good, man. It sounds so good on paper.
Ooh. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. I mean, smelling out of the can, off the nose, it just kind of smells sour, which isn't a bad thing, but not necessarily like any of the notes that you would get from the Bananas Foster. But tasting it, dude, you get the banana, you get the cinnamon, you get the brown sugar. It's smooth. It's sour. Oh, let's get another one.
Yeah, man, I think banana translates so well in beer. I mean, clearly banana bread in of itself is great. And then if you move it onto a beer and adding those other, it's such a good base flavor to then add all those other flavors on top of it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, we got a 4-banger of this, so I'm really excited that there's more to come from this. I really like it, and I would definitely get it again. Like I said, this, if you're going to get anything from North Country, their sours have been stellar over the years. So I don't know. Yeah, I like it. Kudos. It's everything that it said it was. Cheers.
Oh, yeah,
and
dude.
it is sour. Oh yeah. That's nice. A lot of banana on the front end too, which is cool.
See,
And
that's
then
what
everything else. Yeah.
that's what I was hoping for the Blackberry.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry that you didn't get that, but I'm not sorry that I didn't get that. But with that being said, we don't have 2 stinkers on an episode, so that reign still continues. Maybe next time, Todd's other, I'm guessing stouts. It's got to be close to your stouts at this point, or porters, or whatever you have going.
No, there's no stouts coming. It's
oh my god!
Here's the thing.
You lied.
I should have never said the word darker. What I should have said is a higher ABV. That's where I went wrong.
God damn it!
I sit on a throne of lies, but hey, let's keep it moving. I'm not dodging the subject, but I am. Arie, you found this metal headline, and it's definitely one to talk about. We are talking about the Prince of Darkness, y'all. Ozzy Osbourne. Take it away.
So, as the Hopwolves know, we really like to reference and get our information from the PRP, and that's where this stuff is coming from. So as always, thank you, the PRP, for letting us do this, I guess. I don't know. You didn't really give us permission, but here we are. But we want to give you credit.
I see it as free promotion. So, and plus we really love the site. So we are all about anything they do. Yeah,
for sure. But yeah, to Todd's point, Ozzy, Prince of Darkness Osbourne, has announced retirement from full-scale touring over his health concerns, which, I mean, the fact that he was even thinking about going back on tour, the man is 74 and has lived a life for sure. A lot of rough patches, but I mean, there's no denying that modern metal wouldn't be what it is today. I mean, we wouldn't really have metal without Ozzy and Black Sabbath. Iconic, legend for sure. But yes, he announced this just this past week. He's been sidelined for several years now after a late night fall in 2019 had ruptured several steel rods that were previously surgically inserted into himself. Those rods have been inserted to help him recover from a serious ATV accident he was involved in back in 2003. So, I mean, this has been ongoing
that's
for a long
20 years
time.
Ago. Yeah.
Yeah, 20 years ago. Crazy. Another quote from the site says that it's Osbourne's mobility and quality of life were drastically diminished from his fall in 2019, which occurred during a late night bathroom trip. That sucks, dude. You're just fucking going to the bathroom, and that's that. Yeah, several surgical procedures have been performed in the years since, but also left him with the lingering side effects in the form of nerve damage and more. Now, even though this is sad that Ozzy won't be touring anymore, I mean, he still sounds exactly the same. Like, he's still putting out music. There was an album that just came out last year that was, I didn't give it enough time of day, but like it was still pretty stellar. I mean, especially for where he's at age-wise and in his career. So for everyone that had tickets to Ozzy's upcoming tour, you're going to get a refund. And again, it's just a very unfortunate circumstance. But at the same time, he is not getting any younger, and health is definitely priority one there. So we wish nothing but the best for the Prince of Darkness. And even if you're not into his music, there's no denying that he's had some sort of influence on what you're into at this point. So we wish Ozzy a full recovery.
Yeah. Cheers to you, man. Yeah. Take care of your health. Take care of your mental health. Any of that seriously is more important than trying to sing on stage. Yeah.
If anything, at this point, jam his stuff. And also, I saw that he like recently released like a bat, like a stuffed bat that you can take the head off, which is so fucking funny.
That's awesome.
And I want it, dude. Yeah. So, I mean, just to kind of show you like where he's at right now. But where we're at right now, we're going to talk about the albums that dropped and another fucking phenomenal, stellar, killer, whatever adjective you want to attribute to this week's albums. We have it. Todd, take it away, because I mean, kudos to Todd. We always search for this stuff together, but I mean, he found pretty much everything on here and did a damn fine job. Fine.
I'm a kid on the morning of Christmas when it comes to music. Like, I stayed up so late to look up all this stuff, and it's a good release day. Starting with albums, I'm going to kind of blaze through these. We have The Act of Impalement with their album Infernal Ordinance. We have the band Eyes with their album Congratulations. We have the band Funerals with the U spelled as a V with their album Let the Earth Be Silent. We have the band Living in Fear with their EP FYM FFYP. And that is fuck you music for fuck you people. Love it. Love to see it. After that, we have Memoriam with their album Rise to Power. Then we have Mithradatum. I probably murdered that name, but they have an album called Harrowing. After that, we have OSIAH. We're really big on them. They just released their EP Chronos. We have SANGUISSUGABOGG with their album Homicidal Ecstasy. There we go.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
With their album Homicidal Ecstasy. At number 9, we have Then It Ends with their album Vainglory. And then after that, we have Year of the Knife with Dust to Dust EP. I'm just going to get this out of the gate. SANGUISSUGABOGG was my number 1 album. I fell in love with it when I listened to it last night before bed. They stepped up everything about their sound from their last album. It's currently sitting as an album of the year contender for myself in my top 5. Yeah. What more can I say? I can say a lot more, but it hit all the right notes. There's so many little nuances that make this album stand out so much more than their last. They are headed in the right direction, and that is up right now.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm going with the Sugabogg as well, and which is surprising to me. Not that I wasn't excited for this album, but I was pretty convinced that OSIAH was going to take it, which it's very, very close second. I only listened to those 2 today, but I'm glad those ones were what I started with. Yeah, I listened to SANGUISSUGABOGG in the car per Todd's suggestion as usual. I don't get to do that too often anymore because I don't have a car, but I was able to get one today and jam this one. And yeah, it's fun, dude. I've been talking a lot about like fun death metal, and this really like Todd said, like it hits all the right notes, checks all the right boxes. However you want to say it, this is sick. I love the album art too.
Mm-hmm.
I love the tongue in cheek of the name, and then musicianship, it fucking rips, dude. But don't sleep on that OSIAH EP. That one is crushing, and I can't wait to listen to it more.
Yeah, I only listened to a couple tracks, just get a vibe of the album, or the EP, I should say, and I can't wait to listen to the rest of it because they know what they're doing, and I love their album artwork as well. So definitely make sure you go check that out. Let's keep it moving, though. We're going to move on to our Certified Brutal Bangers playlist. This is the bigger meat and potatoes of our meat and potatoes. This you can actually listen to. It's on Spotify. Go check it out. We have the links on Instagram, on our Twitter. Now that we have a Twitter, Arie's active with our TikTok as well. But if you need some jams for the weekend, we got you. So here's the playlist for this weekend. We're going to start off. I love this opening track, Attack of the Bluebirds by BROJOB. Yeah, what better way to start this off? After that, we have Summoning the Lick. I don't know how to say it, but I think
it's Lich.
Okay, I got it on the first try. They came out with the song The Forest Feast, which is a perfect follow-up to Attack of the Bluebirds. So it's all themed. After that, we have the band Murkov with their track Deprivation. Then we have a new band. This is actually Jake Wolf from Reflections. His band is called Surgeon, all caps, and his track is called Universe 25. Dude, it's all heavy, and I love it. It's not too far off from how Reflections sounds nowadays, but it doesn't hold any of its punches. Let's put it at that. After that, we have the band Unseen Faith with their song Love Hunger. Then we have the band Dead Seven with their track Womb. After that, we have Swan Slaughter with their track Cortisol. A lot of birds on this.
Yeah.
on this list. After Swan Slaughter, we have the band Ocean Harvest with their track Undeserving. I had never heard of this band before, but I actually really dig their sound, so highly recommend them. After Ocean Harvest, we have the band Splutter with their track Dissection. Then we have the band Wither with their track Warrant. After that, we have the band Anticline. Kudos to originality on that name. Their track is Magic for Pedestrians. It's got a cool little clip intro
Is that
to
David
it.
Blaine, dude?
I maybe that's the reference. I don't know.
I love that.
Yeah. After that, we have the band View from the Soyuz. I hope I say that right. It's spelled Soyuz. I believe they're from somewhere in Asia. I took a quick glance at some photos of the band on Spotify, but I do believe they're from that region. I could be wrong. I didn't read the bio, so forgive me if that's wrong. But they released an awesome track. It's called Caligula. After that, we have the band Dark Signs with their track Hornets. And then this was on purpose. After them, we have the band Gift from God. It's spelled just how I said it. And their track is A Kiss for Every Hornet. So we got birds, we got hornets, we got the fucking forest, dude. What a day. After that, we have the band Steps of Odessa with their track Perpetrator. Then we have the band Shadow Teeth with their track Requiem of Sleepless Mind. I feel like that speaks to me. After that, we have the band Ray Manta, which again points for creativity.
I just got that, dude. I looked at that for a while. I'm like, what a dumb name.
Yeah,
no, it's not. It's good.
It's good. Their track is called Blood Magic. And then I think you'll know these last three bands. We have Invent Animate with their track Immolation of Night, followed by Currents with their track Remember Me. And last but not least, we have Fox Lake with their track Higher. That's got a cool little clip. I think it's at the end of the track, but God, it's just so much energy with those guys. I thought it was such a great closer. Of note, though, there was another track I kind of wanted to include, but this is just going to be an honorable mention, so it's not going to be on the playlist. But the band Knights of Malice, they kind of did a tribute to the Black Dahlia murder with a cover of Miasma, and dude, it is awesome. I I listened to that a couple times last night, and I was like, y'all did a fucking great job. So kudos to y'all. Like, what a perfect pick for a cover. And I like the tribute. We got to keep remembering Trevor Strand. So Strand. I say his
Sternad, I think.
Yeah, I say his last name wrong all the time, but got to keep him alive in our memories and keep just blasting their shit. Black Dahlia Murder. Keep listening to their music. Seriously. Cheers to you. This begs the question, though. What was your favorite of the day, sir?
Well, I really haven't listened to any of these. So by default, I went with Fox Lake, and then I did listen to Fox Lake. I'm kind of pissed it's not a Creed cover of Higher, but that's okay because I love everything that this band does. I love, like Todd said, the energy that they bring. I love the hip hop elements. I love the heaviness. Like, I haven't been disappointed with anything that band has put out. So I'm pretty sure they're gearing up for a new album, and I can't wait for that. So that's cool. But kudos to, dude, Dot Gift from God is an amazing band name, and there's a lot of really cool ones. I honestly haven't heard of probably like 80% of these, so I'm really excited to delve into this because, like we always say, we're trying to get you guys, the Hopwolves out there, some new music as well as us because there's always something new. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm excited about that. And then also to the Jake Wolf's new project with Surgeon.
Yeah, dude, that was my favorite of the day. I just love the man's vocals. That Reflections album before their last EP was my heaviest album of the year. I think that was 2020 or 2021.
Yeah, it's 2020, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it got me through. I think it was called Willow. It got me through the pandemic. I just love him screaming, "I want out." Like, that's so great. But yeah, he brings that fury on vocals, and it's mixed with Thal, which is, I know it's not a genre, but it's one of my favorite sounds of a guitar. And yeah, this thing is just bonkers heavy. And right now it's sitting as my top heavy track of the year so far. I'm going to say it.
I mean, get used to hearing that because we're going to talk about this all year. It's only just beginning. It's the beginning of February.
By next week, we'll probably have a new one.
Probably. And that's good. That's how it should be. So that just motivates us to keep listening and to keep finding new things. Which, speaking of things, dude, our featured band, very fucking excited for. I'm talking about Seeing Things. And we've mentioned this band a couple times here on the show, but we had the opportunity. Shout out to James Ilsley, our dude over in the UK. He's been bringing us many, many fiery bands over the years, including this one. And we're talking about Soul Killer. This is a brand new track. So by the time the Hopwolves hear it, it'll be coming out that day. But we're recording it a little bit earlier. So that's exciting for us. Anytime we can hear like a new thing before it hits the platforms, that's pretty fucking cool. So I'll get right into it. And I apologize, Seeing Things. Y'all are from the Czech Republic, and I'm terrible with pronunciation. Like, it's not even funny anymore how much I say that, how much we say that. So I'm gonna stick to first names though. So that's what I'm saying. Forgive me for. On vocals, we have Eric. We have on guitar, Martin. Second guitar and backup vocals, we have Vocha. Very cool name. Bass, we have Joseph. I'm not sure. Again, I apologize. And then on drums, we have Patrick. And I know that all sounds very American saying that. So again, much apologies, friends. Per the band, they are capturing fear, anxiety, terror, and despair. Seeing Things reflect on current social issues of apathy and injustice. Through their lyrics, they confront these issues directly and encourage the listener to face their own inner demons. Ever since its inception, Seeing Things was forged to bring a fresh new sound to the stage. The band emits a distressing energy of downtune mania fueled by ever-present paranoia. With their raw, unfiltered energy and their undying commitment to their message, Seeing Things invites you on a journey of self-discovery and social awareness. Two things that we're very much into here on Brewtal.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like that bio and pretty much anything that they sent us kind of just reads like a novel, and it's exciting. It's kind of like invigorating because these are a young group of dudes out of the Czech Republic, and they're coming out with a bang, dude, for sure. About the track, Soul Killer is a powerful and thought-provoking cyberpunk-themed track that invites you to confront the fears that you hold back and reclaim your humanity. Through its haunting lyrics and intense instrumentation, this track takes you on a journey through the mind of a person trapped in the state of quote-unquote digital matrix and challenges you to awaken from your slumber and embrace your true potential. Inspired by the hit game Cyberpunk 2077 and the Matrix trilogy, Soul Killer explores the dangers of merging humanity and technology and the consequences of becoming a victim of a mysterious program called Soul Killer, which extracts the human soul and turns it into an AI. But this track is not just a warning of the dangers of technology. It is also a metaphor to mankind turning a blind eye to the issues of tomorrow as we trap ourselves in a narrow, self-serving world doomed to make short-sighted decisions. This is a call to action, to challenge, to break free from the Soul Killer and fight for a better future. Boom.
Dude, I
heavy.
Yeah, I love the amount of thought and preparation they put into like just the meaning behind the song itself. And I'm a big fan of that video game. It's been controversial, to say the least. Pretty much a lot of people did not like how it performed on its release day, but it's since gotten better. But I've played countless hours of it and absolutely love that game. But I love that they reference that, and I love what they're like hinting to. Like, you know, each year we go on and on. Technology is becoming more and more a part of our lives. I mean, especially with AI, it's very poignant of a message.
Yeah, dude, this band is incorporating a lot of really, really cool elements. And I mean, these are all elements that we love to hear from bands, especially newer up and coming bands that kind of have like, you know, you just have that youthful energy, quote unquote. Sounds old to say, but it's true. I mean, we've both jammed this song a bunch, dude, but what did you think about the track? Especially, I'm curious to see like where you draw like some of the parallels and stuff to Cyberpunk, since you have played it. Well, I haven't played it all, so I was gonna say more than me, but I haven't played it all, so I want to hear your thoughts on what's going down with Soul Killer, dude.
I mean, right out of the gates, dude, I love the digital effects that they add to the song, especially in the beginning. Like in the game itself, there's like a radio within the vehicles where you can listen to music, which is cool.
Nice.
So I could just see this being played in the vehicle in the car, and it just fits perfectly. Again, there's like a little digital effects intro with like a voice, and then the song really pops off after that moment. Lots of energy, lots of groove. Like you were talking about the youthfulness of this band, you can just hear it on the track. So there's lots of energy, but then the song quiets down just a little bit, and then you hear these fantastic cleans from the vocalists that just set the mood of the song. There's two parts where I really love the guitars. It's from like 115 to 130, and then again from 215 to 245. And that latter one is an awesome solo. It just keeps going and going. And kudos to the guitarist for that, because usually I feel like not often we usually get like a mini solo, especially in a genre like this, to where it's just like you get such a little tease of a solo that you're like, I wish you kind of kept going, and they do that here, and it's such a good build up. And especially beyond that, I love the back and forth between the cleans in the chorus and then the harsh, heavy screams. It's a nice little dichotomy within the song. And there's an EDM ending, dude. I was not expecting that. I wrote down, it feels like I'm at a European rave. It was unexpected to me on my first listen, and it was a warm welcome. I was just like, yes. And it bleeds right into an awesome breakdown. And there's just layered digital sounds that are chef's kiss to me, pure gold in my opinion. I kind of got, just how much North Lane adds layers to their sound. I got that impression with this track.
Yeah.
Again, very catchy with the choruses, and then you get the heavies that you want, and they are heavy. And just overall a great package. And again, to tie it to the game and even the Matrix itself, the movie series and everything like that, you just it transports you into that mindset, like you're in the future, and you're dealing with these issues.
Yeah, I mean, these are all very, very poignant points, I should say, that you bring up, dude. And even like hearing your description, like, I mean, I get like a pretty good visualization, like that the song is also representing, even though I haven't played like Cyberpunk 2077. I have seen the Matrixes though, and like especially talk about like the European rave feel, like that part really takes me back to Matrix Reloaded, where they're at Zion right before they're about to have like the big final war with the sentients and everything like that. And there's a huge rave that goes on, everyone's partying and stuff like that. Like that would fit right into there. And yeah, again, about the North Lane, the layers on there, like, yeah, you can tell that they're taking a lot of like really good notes from those boys, which as you should, because they are very good at what they do. And so are Seeing Things, which I just love that band name too. And it makes even more sense, like hearing more about the band and what they're trying to achieve sonically, visually, anything like that. And the other thing that it kind of reminded me of is just like a heavier version of Crossfaith.
Ooh, yeah.
And I really like Crossfaith, so that's not a slight to them, but Seeing Things definitely is heavier. But like that was the first thing that it made me think of, like they're really in tune with mixing like electronic noises, EDM, stuff like that with very catchy melodies and huge choruses, big breakdowns, stuff like that. So really Seeing Things is just, they're like a sponge, man. They're soaking in all these amazing little attributes and whatnot from all these other bands, and they're really making it their own. Mm-hmm. So I can't say anything, like I can't say anything else other than like kind of sound like a broken record. But I love this band, and also love what they're drinking, dude. What do we got? We always are curious as to what they're drinking and what they're listening to.
Well, as a big fan of Pilsners, this is my lane, my alley.
It's your moment, dude.
This is my moment. So they say, as a group of young guys from the homeland of the best beer in the world, I agree. We love to drink mainly beer of Pilsner type from Czech breweries. Yeah, I have yet to visit your country, but I would drink myself slowly if I did. They say their most favorite brands would probably be Paulika, Poutnik, Radgast, and of course Pilsner Urquell. That last one I definitely know of and I've had here in the States. That is the OG in my opinion. You gotta have that. Absolutely have to have that beer. They say these beers, especially from the tap, can't disappoint us. Highly agree. Yeah, I can't say anything else. You guys, yeah, if you want a Pilsner, start there with Pilsner Urquell and work your way to their mainland, to their homeland. Yeah, hope to visit your country someday, and it would be sick to actually see a show there. That's all I can say for sure.
Meet the boys for a nice Pilsner Urquell, dude. That'd be sick.
Dream come true. Let's make it happen. Other than beer, we also ask bands that we feature what they're jamming as of late, and Seeing Things, they both picked the bands and the track. At number one, we have North Lane with Clarity, which makes sense. After that, we have Void of Vision with their track Hell, Hell, Hell. And then we have Sleep Token with a newer track, Chokehold. Then we have the band Conform with their track like Luxury Letdown. After that, Dealer with their track Pretty Stupid. Then we have Wage War with Death Roll, Bad Omens with Like a Villain, Alpha Wolf with Akodama, Darknet with Morally Flexible, and then Diamond Construct with Hit It Back. All right, half this list is like some of our top bands that we love listening to. I know you're a huge fan of Diamond Construct. I'm even Alpha Wolf too, both of us. I haven't gotten on the Sleep Token train just yet, but I know they are rising stars right now. I really do like the Summoning so far. Who knows who Vessel is as of today, but one day maybe he'll unmask. I saw someone talk about that he's going to go on The Masked Singer and then pull off a mask, and there's just going to be another mask underneath.
Yeah, dude. I saw a TikTok the other day that was like the dude like Googled who Vessel was, and it like wasn't that hard to find. Like, I haven't done that, so who knows?
Oh,
who
yeah.
knows?
To me, it's like, don't ruin the mystery. Like, let's have fun with it. But
I mean, when you have a hot ticket token like Sleep Token, it's bound to be like that.
Yeah,
which is sad. But yeah, dude, to your point, to interject real fast, this fucking list is awesome. This is pretty much like anything that I would personally listen to on a daily basis.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I know you're very similar. So yes, Seeing Things, we love you. We love what you're drinking. I love what you're about. And these tracks, dude, all the above, yes.
And if you do like this track that you're about to hear soon, definitely check them out. They're on pretty much every social you can think of: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Spotify, Twitter, iTunes. Go buy their music. Check out their link tree on those social media. You'll get all the information that you need. But let's just stop talking about seeing things and let's hear things.
They come to blindfold and cut off the ties. The mesh from consciousness and naked high.